Garbage. I thought the Order would get rid of any trace of the old Source King.
The child has a small mirror in his hands. He holds...
I'm not supposed to talk to elves.
The child considers your...
You're weird. Are you a sorcerer? One of those guys that brings the bad void things here?
The child looks at you straight on, unafraid.
I don't see any source on you or me. I guess they're wrong. Or crazy. No one cares where I go. They know I can't leave the island. It's nicer out here than inside anyway. But you didn't die. There isn't anywhere safe. You'll see. I guess I am, but it's just...
Voidwoken. Those are the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn. They've made it to shore.
You spot a strange lizard gazing over the water with a steady... Yes, you recognize him from the ship. It would seem you're not the only one who survived the tentacles of the deep. The lizard turns about with the graceful ease of a dancer, or a duelist. You lock eyes with his, two smouldering...
I did survive, yes. And chances are I wouldn't have, had you not returned. You have my...
Hand over heart, he salutes you with a bob of the head. More than a nod, though less than a bow.
Yes, I'm sure you've all the makings of a hero and all that. Nevertheless, one good turn does deserve another, so... As far as the whole slave... Now then, if there's nothing further... I'm sure I don't mean to sound
He sighs.
Tell me, what do you see when you cast your glance over this ocean? Touché.
He looks out over the water once more, and so do you.
As for myself, when I see continents dotted with mighty cities, and shimmering along the soft curve of the sea's horizon, I picture the palaces that formed my What do you mean, what do I mean? I mean just what I say. I had a very actual
Suddenly, having all the air of being...
Well, don't just stand there gawking like an ape at an abacus. Or do you really mean to tell me you don't know who I am? The very same. I am the Red Prince. Of course you know.
There's a brief moment's pause, during which his grandiloquent...
That said, I suppose I must own up to the fact that I find myself rather in between all-conquering and world-taming opportunities at the moment. The grandeur that is my fate has hit a bit of a snag. But never you worry. For the throne I was destined, and my throne I shall have. Then by all means...
He watches you depart without another word.
A black cat. So
The cat's eyes are its eyes clear.
One. Hey, mister. I'm sure glad you went back.
He hasn't changed a bit. Always late, Magister. Now stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have...
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know
If you can tell the god where...
this can't be serious.
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root. Her eyes squeeze shut. Drops of blood form against...
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, Atusa. To think you would lie to his only son, your bishop, and your friend these many years. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance, Dallas.
Yes, you're... What a waste. Come, we'll be needed elsewhere.
The cat's eyes are cloud. It appears confused, and yet some...
Yes, I'm still here, contemplating my throne. Truly. A kind offer indeed. Fine. On one, for reasons I'll not disclose right now, it is imperative that I should meet with a dream. I've reason to believe one of them may be present on this island. Promise me we'll look for him, and I'll extend you the blessing of my company. You do tend to beat around the bush, don't you? Oh, well, that wishy-washy answer will have to do then. Oh, my word. How you come now? Did you really think a hand... But don't worry. I have studied the arcane arts for years, including... So, now that that's set, even if you are as versed in the art of... As a born fighter, I prefer the perfection of the blade myself. But I'm well acquainted with the secrets of magic, and yes, even subterfuge. Wizardry is embedded in my nature as deeply as the instincts to breathe and drink and mate. The dominion over fire suits me best, truth be told, but there is no school of magic I cannot master. Very well. Onwards...
The Red Prince nods.
Now, as you're aware, you'll be travelling with a prince. Proper forms of address, as your luck would have. Of course, there are other forms of protocol to bear in mind, but I'll see to it you'll pick up...
One, two, long dead of the crew. 3, 4, pretty shells on the shore. One, two, long dead of the crew. 3, 4, pretty shells on the shore. Ooh, that's a pretty one.
Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our godwoken can speak.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use. Cut it out.
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come!
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Stay silent!
Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root.
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed. The fate of our realm hangs in Dallas.
Yes, you're... What a waste. Come, we'll be needed elsewhere.
The lizard magister, or what's left of her, lies in a puddle of gore.
She was a lizard, yet a magister. No matter her reasons, her penalty was fair.
A single name throbs across your brain. Verdas, Verdas, Verdas! He must escape. He cannot die.
Exactly. Didn't I?
I got my eye on you, Moss Muncher. Don't try any of that sauce business on my watch or I'll do to you what the hammer did to that traitor. Missed quite the scene. The bishop himself with his right hand laid down the law on a traitor among our own ranks. Burst into quite the bloody mess she did. When you give up the darkness that's inside you, they're working on a cure for you even now. Got some good leads, so I hear. Bishop's a son of... And the Hammers were in the top when we lost him. Well, it only made sense to see his will through.
Come on, old man. I can't wait all day.
Lucian gave his life to protect Rivellon. Fort Joy ain't no summer camp.
Didn't I?
Did you see them, sir? Bishop Alexander and the Hammer herself, they were so close, almost within arm's reach. A traitor cannot be murdered. A traitor can only receive their due. Easy enough to say in times of... The void woken are coming, sir.
Have you, cud?
Disgusting. Just like all your kind.
Dear one, help me teach this beast.
Respect? Huh. Someone's got to keep this place right.
An intense-looking man steps between the thug and the elf and rolls up.
Just stand aside.
Lone wolves to...
The thug freezes in fear.
Pay up, elf. No one shorts Griff. Especially not one of you. You two ought to be thanking your lucky gods it's us, and not the Magisters enforcing round. Now come on, elf. If you make me say it again, there's gonna be trouble.
And neither will I.
We got a system. Come on.
You there. You've just arrived, isn't that right? Are you quite alone? It's just, I've a proposition. Oh, noble. Good luck with your...
When another divine arises, will source change back? What if there are no sorcerers? Yet so quickly, we find sources so dangerous.
Better even to puke yourself to death than get purged, don't you think? You should be happy for greed.
What did you say?
That's what happened, isn't it?
Ha! I found you, didn't I? Red, they said. Red, then dead. Them that pay the bills. Time's up, Your Highness. It's stabbing time.
Come on then, Lexi. Pay up.
I find I need bread. I want no trouble.
Bread or a brisket?
So this is Fort Joy.
A delivery.
What a crumbling disaster.
Scram! Snake face. Worse than war rations, these.
Tides in, and out, and in again.
One more chance to shut that ugly mouth of yours.
Goodness, but this place has made you cranky. Perk up, old chap. There's plenty of singletons about.
Leave me be, Sam.
I only mean that if you think about it logically, she's much better off.
Leave it, Sam. I won't say it again.
Come on, chap. Don't be unreasonable.
Watch yourself.
Ain't fit for beasts.
Need something in the kitchen, do you? Your griff teaches you to bully others. Pathetic. Hey, I know you.
Losa, the dark-eyed jokester you met.
Back then I was Madame Just you. Nothing like a nice tentacle slap across the moor to set the tone for the week, eh? How'd you escape? I saw you fall. We all did. Thought you were done for. When we get out of this place, I owe you. So you managed to swim to safety, is that it? What about when you were in the water? Didn't hear anything unusual, did you? No. I mean, Not more un-
Losha's voice catches in her throat. The joy drains from her face. She is stock-still, waxy-skinned, her eyes dark. Greyish-black veins run from her eyes down her cheeks. Her head snaps to you mechanically, and her eyes lock with yours. Light suddenly flashes back into her face. The grey veins drain to pinkish...
Anyway, what were we talking about? Ah, it's nothing really. It's just... I'm just a bit... well, a bit... Put it like this. You've never been a host, I bet. But I'm a roadside inn. Red door, flowers, like a goddamn gold star inn for the disembodied. Now, isn't that just the question of the hour? I can't be sure just yet. I'll be surprised if it's a demon. Definitely. So, how are you enjoying the joy?
Come on, then, Lexi.
I'll find any bread. I want no trouble.
Bread or a brisket, goes the same.
Yeah, same story here. So, you want to check this place out together? Strength in numbers and all that.
You keep his name out of your mouth, you filthy cunt.
It does, right? Before we head out, I've got more than a few... Lately I've been into the enchanting arts, but I can shoot, slash, summon, steal, whatever your little black heart desires. So, what'll it be?
Christ God, will you quit dragging this on? Play that on, Lexi. Just hand over the gold.
Sounds fine. So, yeah? Well, that was easier than I thought. And I'll do my best to stay myself. Well, no, or I wouldn't have joined up with you, would I? Don't worry. I'm sure... So don't worry. And lead the way.
Come on then, Lexi. Pay up.
I find any bread. I want no trouble.
Bread or a brisket, goes the same.
Your grift teaches you to bully others. Pathetic.
You keep his name out of your mouth, you filthy cunt chewer.
Have you, cunt?
Disgusting, just like all your kind.
Disgusting like theft. Disgusting like threats.
Christ God, will you quit dragging this on? Ain't that hard, Lexi. Just hand over the gold.
Shells on the shore.
Yes, I'm still here. As a born fighter, I prefer the perfection of the blade. Wizardry is embedded in my nature as deeply as the instincts to breathe and drink and mate. The dominion over fire, very well.
The Red Prince...
Now, as your love, of course, there are other... deplorable surrounding for an agreeable conversation, but go ahead. I intend to rule an empire one day. Not to that end, I suggest we focus... Of course, I'd much appreciate it if we managed to find a dreamer first. quite right. Do seek my counsel. I highly recommend it.
Are you certain you want to dismiss your companion? Are you certain you want to dismiss...
Your loss.
I wonder where this leads.
As the alcove opens up, you see the same skeleton that you met on the boat before it. He's leaning over a corpse. Bugger.
How on earth am...
Skeletal fingers reach down and grip the...
Damnation. That's stuck fast. I wonder... Does the beard... Ah! No! Oh. It's you. I must admit I'm surprised. Why, it's face, of course. A face that seems rather... I would normally employ a tool. I could then craft a mask to hide my...
The skeleton grabs the corpse by the cheeks and pulls hard, grunting...
Because my own was stolen from me. And I hardly need to tell you how these savage... Oh, get... You are simple beasts. So, if I am to traverse this land, I will need a mask to disguise my features. Simply put, indeed. At least from this realm. As for the others... A cult? I could ask you to imagine an eternal... We studied the mystery, but I will find them. Wherever they... Well, that hardly seems relevant. Several centuries, in fact. I was sealed in a tomb for daring to be curious about the world. It seems arcane. Perhaps I should thank him. It seems I was spared whatever happened to the others. I wonder if flowers would be appropriate. I suppose. You seem more at ease in this world than I. Excellent. While we are conversing... Of course, the arcane arts are my little speciality. I could do that with... Splendid. Very well. Is it not enough that you travel with me? Go on then, bark away. Let's see if we can find any method in it. The mask of the shapeshifter? I crafted one for my Of course now, with that mask, I can shapeshift and walk through this world looking like any other simple... It certainly makes traveling through towns easier. Oh, it's quite simple. One just acquires a face, a source orb, and combining several of these single face masks, along with Frankly, I'm amazed everyone isn't doing it. Fear? It's a practical... Moving through this world is so much easier when you don't have to lecture some...
Are you certain you want to dismiss your...
Yes. I could go on then. Play in the sun. I have...
What's this? I found something.
Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our god—
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use.
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come!
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root.
Stop! My father. May his soul rest in peace. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. Dallas?
Yes, you—
Listen.
What a waste. Come, we'll be needed elsewhere.
Don't you hear?
A single name.
On the shore.
So now, as a born fighter, I prefer the perfection. Wizardry is embedded in my nature as deeply as the instincts to breathe and the. Now, as your, of course, there are other.
Wonder where this leads.
It seems the why, it's a face that I would not. I could then.
The skeleton grabs the corpse by the cheeks and pulls hard.
You simply put. Indeed, at least from this realm. You excellent. While we are of course, I could do that with one hand. Splendid. Very well. Is it not enough that you try? Go on then, bark away. I've spotted something.
I know nothing of any of this.
We already know the truth, Magister. Now stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
You should. My stuff out. I'm.
What's this? I found something.
Your Godwoken has asked. Stay back, sorcerer.
We know you.
If you can.
This can't be said.
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Stay silent.
Atusa pinches the tip.
Stop! My father! The fate of Dallas.
Yes, you. What a waste. Come.
The lizard magister, or what's left of her, lies in a puddle of gore.
She was a lizard, yet a magus.
These creatures are so prone to violence. Naturally, the weakest.
A single name throbs across.
He hasn't changed a bit. Always late.
Come on then, Lexi. Pay up.
Hello. I find any bread, I want no trouble.
Bread or a brisket, goes the same.
Hey,
Losa.
back you. Nothing like a nice tentacle slap across the moor to set the tone for the week. I saw you when we get out, so you managed to swim to safety. Is that it? I heard this. Do you know?
Losa's voice catches in her. She is stock still, waxy skinned. Her head snaps to you. Light sudden.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Put it like this. But I'm like a goddamn gold star in. Now, isn't that just the question of the hour? I can't be sure just yet. I'll be so. How are you enjoying the joy? Yeah? So, you want to check this place out together? It does, right? Lately I've been into the enchanting arts, but I can shoot, slash, summon, steal. Sounds fine. So, yeah? Well, that was easier than I thought. And I'll do my best to stay myself. Lead the way. Well, no. So don't worry. And
Quite right. Do seek my counsel.
Are you certain you want to dismiss
your loss?
Just like all your kind.
Is it not enough that you travel with me? Must you speak too? Go on then. Bark away.
Are you certain you want to dismiss your...
Yes. Go on then.
Dragging this on. Tain't that hard, Lexi. Just hand over the gold.
I will not.
Come on then, Lexi. Pay up.
I find any bread. I want no trouble.
Bread or a brisket, toast the same.
So this is Fort Joy.
what a crumbling disaster.
Delivery. Surely you'll have one.
Oh my... Oh.
Is that thing eating corpses?
The dog focused.
ain't watching. That's your fifth blue jester this round.
God!
If you don't like the game, Topsy, you can fold.
Don't mean I can't beat ya.
Looky here, mates. Why don't you join us in a round of... No problem, Freshie. In that case, enjoy your stay. But, I'll chuff to you.
You glance at your hand. 2 per...
Well, that was easy. Looks like you'll have to pay your interment. I'm sure the Reds told ya. No one get with pleasure.
I will not.
You there. You've just arrived, isn't that right? Are you quite alone? It's just, I've a proposition. Something, oh no. Good luck with your friend. Change your mind about my offer yet? You're lost, my friend. Change your mind about my offer yet? You're lost.
Leave it, Sam. I won't say it again.
Come, old chap. Don't be unreasonable. Better even to puke yourself to death than get purged, don't you think? You should be happy for greed.
What did you say?
That's what happened, isn't it?
Bleeding snake.
Now, let's not get nasty. Greed's better off, I'm sure.
Keep her name out your mouth, Outbound.
Easy now, old chap. It isn't my fault she's dead. Gods. The smell, though.
I'm gonna give you one more chance to shut that ugly mouth of yours.
Goodness, but this place has made you cranky. Perk up, old chap. There's plenty of singletons about.
Leave me be, Sam.
I only mean that if you think about it logically, she's much better off.
Leave it, Sam. I won't say it again.
Come, old chap. Don't be unreasonable. Better even to puke yourself to death than get purged, don't you think? You should be happy for greed.
What did you say?
That's what happened, isn't it?
Bleeding snake.
Now, let's not get nasty. Greed's better off, I'm sure.
Oh, 10 bottles of mead, oh. 1,000 bottles of dust. 50 bottles of tears, oh. Make the end.
Please, excuse...
You're talking to me, not...
Oh, for the love of...
Say it again. What you said about my wife. Go on. Piss off. Go on, sir.
Well, it's the truth, and you know it. She's better off. So what if it was messy? I'd rather puke myself to death 1,000 times than let the...
A flat smile.
She never did like you. Bastard.
The man looks for a moment at the corpse at his feet, then turns back toward the nearly finished coffin.
And out, and in again.
Here you are. I wonder what keeps you.
I will not.
Come on.
So this is Fort Joy.
What a crumbling disaster.
A delivery. Surely you'll have one.
Scram, snake face.
Nice and smooth.
If a magister finds this on you, you forget my name, here?
Take your coin, then.
Amid the squalor of Fort Joy, you suddenly spot an elf with diamond features. Regal, she was the one who sat rolling dice in the her eyes are focused on a lizard some distance away. And you get the distinct feeling he's an unfortunate man indeed to be trapped in her tiger-like gaze. No sooner have these words left your mouth than she turns about and grabs you.
You caught me off guard. No one catches me off guard. Better tell me who you really are, or this time I'll let my needle do the licking. There is no other elf.
A push, a pivot, and now you suddenly face her. The needle still all too deeply embedded in bone. Despite the precariousness of your situation, you notice something that remained undetected in the gloom of the ship. A flaw in her diamond.
Because it is my desire to question him intensely. You see, once upon a bad old time, but now I'm free. Of sorts. And I've traced that lizard here to Fort. I intend to raise the subject with him.
She drives the needle in.
In truth, it does not matter in the least who you really are. You saw me mark my... That makes you a liability. That makes you needle feed.
A bright sparkle of laughter follows.
Ha! How amusing. I make your case and do it quickly. Why should I join you? Escape. How you do tickle me. Most of the misguided deers around here would argue such a thing is impossible. A silly thing to say, but then again, oh, little needle mine. You know what? Today is a rather fine day. Sunshine and an easy breeze. Yes, I'll let you. I'm not quite sure the weather will save him.
With a casual flick of the wrist, she withdraws the needle from your neck and smiles, as if she just invited you to sit down for tea.
Yes, the needle did find you rather tough to chew. Then again, I already... This may strike you as, rather eccentric.
She tilts her head ever so slightly and looks at you almost mockingly. You can't help.
Yes. Let's discuss our respect. Yumi and Death will be playing many a round of hide-and-seek. So, what role would you like me? As a rogue, my speciality is stealth. The quick silence of the dagger striking unseen. That said, I'm perfectly lethal wielding any weapon or magic. So, the choice is yours. Suits me fine. Lead on. Or better yet, let me take the lead, then follow me.
You're not quite certain you'll ever sleep soundly with Sabine in any sort of proximity, but at least she's on your side.
The ravaged among the ruins. That is all we are.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much. Bread or a brisket, toll's the same.
Dear one, help me teach this beast. He must
respect. Huh.
An intense-looking man steps between the thug.
Just stand aside.
Lone wolves decide their own business.
The thug freezes in fear.
Pay up, elf. No one shorts Griff. Especially not one of you. Everyone in camp's got to contribute. For food, for...
Food? Protection? I have neither.
Burrow looks you both up and...
get out of here. They're both...
The elf smiles.
Follow me, before more of them trouble us. There is a safe place.
Ifan rolls his sleeves back.
Good work there.
He stretches out one rough hand to shake your...
Suit yourself. Probably wise, given the say. You don't look all... I've just got a small errand to run. And then I'll be looking to get the...
You keep his name out of your mouth, you filthy cod chewer.
Dear one.
Respect.
An intense...
Just stand...
Lone wolf.
The thug...
Pay up, elf. No one... You two ought to be thanking your luck. Now, come on, elf. If you make me say it again, there's gonna be trouble.
And neither will I.
We got a system.
Follow me, before more of them trouble.
I've an errand to run around.
Remember, past the kitchens, there is a safe place.
Ifan rolls his sleeve.
Good work there. Good work.
He stretches out one rough hand to shake yours. He grips your hand tight as a vice and pauses. His fingertips feel your fingers.
Say, you don't look all that busy now that we're safely on dry land. I've just got a small errand to run. And then I'll be looking to get the hell out of here while I've still got a neck to collar. How about we stick together until we get out of this place?
He smiles broadly and looks away. He shrugs, looking off to the side.
Mercenaries. It's a job. My job. The usual way. Haphazard, terrifying, and drenched in blood. 2 heads are better than 1. And when push comes to shove, 4 fists are better than 2, right?
He grins, sharp teeth glittering in the midday sun.
So, before we hit the road, it's best. Survival's my main priority. I'll use every trick in the book to keep us alive. But if a wayfarer's not what you're after, I've got other skills. What do you need? Can do. On.
He scans the horizon.
Right you are.
Respect.
An intense look.
Just stand the
lone wolves.
The thug.
Pay up, elf. No one shorts Griff. Especially not one of you. You knack. We gotta sit.
I'm ready.
You there. You've just arrived, isn't that right? Are you quite alone? You won't regret it. Not when you hear what I've got to say. You're lost,
I've an errand to...
Remember, there is a safe...
Stefan rolls.
Good work.
He stretches. He grips your hand.
Say, I've just got a small errand to... The usual 2 heads are better than 1. And when push comes to...
He grins.
So, if survival's my main priority, I'll use every trick in the book to keep us alive. Too much, you might say. I can make them bleed any which way you want. Which is... Can do. On.
He scans the horizon for...
Right you are.
Ain't fit for beasts.
Griff is slowly, methodically peeling the skin from a potato. As you approach, he looks up.
What?
Don't tell anyone where you got this, eh?
Got it.
Ain't fit for beasts.
Don't tell anyone where you got this, eh?
Take the coin then.
Worse than war rations, these.
Don't tell anyone where you got this, eh?
Everything there? Good.
Here's the goods. Like you wanted.
Worse than war rations, these.
Got it.
Here's the goods.
Ain't fit for beasts.
Like you wanted.
Keep it down, will you?
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
Don't tell anyone where you got this, eh?
Keep it down, will you?
Ain't fit for beasts. Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
Here's the goods. Like you wanted.
Keep it down, will you?
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
Don't tell anyone where
Perhaps
you
if
got
those
this.
bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
Take your coin then.
Worse than war rations, these.
Special shipment he was after.